Hey guys, Planet Everything here, and today we are going to be discussing the best way to be sure that you can fly your drone in a place. So, I like to use an application called ADRESS for this. It's pretty much the best there is out there for these kinds of things. As far as legal drone restrictions go, AirMap will have, I'm almost certain, every single one of these restrictions listed on there. Now, there are some exceptions, but it will tell you all the advisories, all of the issues, and give you the numbers for the airports that you may be violating their airspace in, so that you could call them if you do want to still fly there. Now, I am very close to a naval base, a Coast Guard base, and a Air Force base, so I am definitely not about to put my drone up in the air. Like, literally right outside this window, those are 2 aircraft carriers, and I've seen like 5 or 6 Coast Guard helicopters go out from over there, right over there. But in certain situations, you don't have reception. So, I have flown over the Great Wall of China, and I've flown, okay, let's see, I've flown over the Great Wall of China, I've flown my drone off of a cruise ship, I've flown off of a balcony at a hotel multiple times, and so far, of those, I've only crashed one time, which was on the cruise ship, and I was easily able to fix it because that was right next to Hong Kong, so we just went over to Hong Kong and went to the DJI store, and they repaired it for about $100. But in those situations, use your best judgment. Do you know the cruise ship's gonna stay stationary the whole time? No, I didn't. Do you know that it is legal to fly in the Great Wall of China? Matter of fact, it is, and people will not, the guards on the Great Wall of China will not let you, and so you will have to take it down eventually. But if they don't see you, it's completely legal, and you are allowed to fly on the Great Wall of China. I checked this using AirMap, and there is not a single legal advisory that China government has put there about flying over the Great Wall of China. I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure, like, if they instruct their guards to tell people to take down drones, but I have had one experience at the Great Wall of China, and I got a solid 10 or 15 minutes of flying in before the guard actually got to me and was like, hey, you need to take that down. But he didn't know English, so he was just like this, and I knew what he meant, and I know that if I was to disobey him, you know, I could get, like, arrested and put in some kind of China prison or something. But I don't, so you listen to people when they tell you to bring your drone down, only if they're an authority figure. Another thing is height restriction. So people are very confused on this. 400 feet is the maximum legal height restriction, but on the DJI Go app, people are a bit confused because you're like, well, what about 500 meters? Because that is what they say on the DJI Go app, which is 1,500 feet. And that means that you are allowed to fly 1,500 feet legally only if you are next to a building that is 1,500 feet tall. If you're within, I think it's 100 feet of the building, of the walls of a building, you are allowed to fly up next to the building to get scenery shots of that building. That is a very specific rule, though, so you need to make sure you're following that. If not, then don't fly above 400 feet. I have violated this on accident a few times, like, but if you're, like, trying to get a scenery shot, there's a lot of kind of loopholes through that, like, flying next to the hot air balloons. That was technically, I still don't really know what side it was on of the law at that point, but it was, I don't know, it's probably illegal. But, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also please share with your friends because, you know, sharing is caring.